What's up, Imp Knights? In today's video, I want to have a discussion with you guys about the character of Taskmaster. But before I actually begin this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and post a comment below. And let's have a discussion about the character Taskmaster. All right. So, how I want to do this is essentially just give you guys a little backstory on Taskmaster, as well as who was his creators was and what issues he's appeared in and what issues you should read. So Taskmaster actually made a cameo appearance in Avengers Volume 1, issue 195, and his full on appearance came in issue 196. His creators is David M. I am not saying his name because I know I will butcher it. So instead of butchering it, his name will be David M. and George Perez. Now, the history of Taskmaster, and I'm going to skip I'm not going to go through his entire history, just certain parts of his history, is that Taskmaster, when he went by the name Tony Master, which is Taskmaster's real name, he first demonstrated unusual abilities during his childhood. Taskmaster was able to duplicate the rope trick he had just watched the cowboys do on TV with sophistication. His mother took him to the psychiatrist, where it was determined that he had photographic memory. So when he got older, he decided to do a life of crime because he found out it would be more lucrative than being a hero, because we all know that heroes normally don't get paid. So some characters decide that they will much rather be bad guys because they're getting paid for what they're doing, unless you're Luke Cage, who is a hero for hire. Taskmaster also began to train many thugs at academies that he had located all across the United States. His goal was to become a supplier for a criminal organization around the world. But his existence was revealed by Pernell Solomon of the Solomon Institution for the Criminally Insane. Pernell ended up having a clone, and that clone ended up contacting the Avengers that led to the captures of Yellow Jacket, Wasp, and Ant-Man. The Avengers followed with Taskmaster holding his own against Captain America and Iron Man, but he fled when he fought Jocasta because he was not experienced fighting the robot. Taskmaster then established a new training academy in Manhattan where he battled Spider-Man and Ant-Man. He escaped from them. He would later appear again using a traveling mobile base where he would battle Hawkeye and Ant-Man. He yet again escaped. Taskmaster has trained numerous villains. The most notable villain that he's trained has been Crossbones. Taskmaster has also worked at training henchmen to copy specific heroes' fighting style. The henchmen were Deathshield, who was trained to mimic Captain America fighting style, Jagged Bow, who was trained in Hawkeye fighting style, and Blood Spider, who was trained in Spider-Man's fighting style. The trio ended up being defeated by Spider-Man and Solo, but Taskmaster escaped yet again. And if you guys haven't noticed, that Taskmaster is really good at escaping, just a FYI. Taskmaster is a formidable fighter. You got to think of Taskmaster with his photographic memory and his ability to copy fighting styles. Think of him as the Uchiha clan from the Naruto world, where fighting a Uchiha is not in your best interest. That is the same with Taskmaster. Fighting Taskmaster is not in your best interest because he can copy almost any fighting style. but his weakness is that he can't copy physical feats. And the example I'm gonna give you is, let's say you are Luke Cage, for example. You lift up a car and you throw it at him. Well, even though he physically saw you lift up that car and saw you do it, his body can't do that because he's not physically as strong as Luke Cage. So that's a weakness, and he can't copy superpowers. Just FYI. Taskmaster is a character with numerous appearances in Marvel. I just didn't get into all that history because, like I said, he has like a great rich history. He's appeared in numerous books, and I mean numerous books. But what I will do for you guys is give you books that you should read if you're interested in Taskmaster or you never heard of Taskmaster. The first book I would tell you to read is Taskmaster own self-titled book, Volume 2, 1 through 4. This book actually gives you the history of Taskmaster as well as how he ended up having photographic memory and some of the weakness of his photographic memory. So that's what that book does for you. You can also read the Avengers Initiative Annual 1. In that book, he actually replaces Gauntlet as the team's drill instructor. And like I said, sometimes Taskmaster actually trains heroes, not just villains only. Also, you should read Avengers Initiative 25, where in this book he was hired to train criminals, but he was hired so they could act more like heroes than criminals. Pretty much like the Thunderbolts, like the Suicide. I'm sorry, not the Thunderbolts, but I'm sorry, the Suicide Squad. More like the Suicide Squad. Also, if for those who did not know, Taskmaster will be the main villain of the up and coming Black Widow movie, which will be interesting. But from the rumor is that his photographic memory will be more scientific than biological. So we'll see. Hopefully, though, just for all y'all, they don't kill Taskmaster in this movie because this movie is supposed to be rated R. So we will see about that. But I do hope that you guys actually enjoyed this video. Just hit the like button and post a comment below, and we can have a discussion about Taskmaster. And give me your thoughts about Taskmaster. I want to hear what you guys think about the character of Taskmaster. And if you guys have some constructive criticism for me on how to make my videos better or anything, I'm willing to listen. I'm willing to listen to you guys and take, your guys' advice into consideration. All right, y'all. Peace.